Hi world! Well, it's been like 5 days since the Sochi Olympic ladies figure skating, a long program night, and there's still a huge debate about who's right and who's wrong and all of the numbers and such. Well, before I say anything, 1, I am not a figure skater, 2, I'm not a figure skating specialist, and 3, I only follow like the big events like the Grand Prix and World Championships, and I get really passionate about it every once in a while when I can't sleep at night, and I just go through all of the Yuna Kim, Mawasara, Mikiando, all these videos and be like, oh my gosh, I wish I had figure skated when I was younger. But I didn't, and I'm an opera singer and now I'm in Berlin, so I guess that's like alright. But anyways, the reason why I'm making this video today is not to say who's right or who's wrong in my opinion. Like, I've read so many articles in the last few days. For those of you who do not understand what's going on, last Thursday night, it was the final night of the figure skating at Sochi Olympics, and it was the ladies' long program night, or free skate, whatever you call it. And people have reasons to believe that Russian figure skaters were overscored or too generously scored because, long story short, their scores are just not very consistent with all of the other skaters who were not Russian. I will tell you what my biggest problem is with this whole debacle. If Adelina Sotnikova were judged too generously, it's not really her fault that she was scored so generously. Yes, I've watched the video and I think it was a flutz and there was a double-footed landing and she stepped out of it and all that. But she did what she could on that day, at that point. Just about a week ago, the whole world was cheering for Yulia, but this girl stood tall and she skated the best skate she's ever done. No matter what the score was, we all have to admit that she skated really well and none of us can do it as well as she did, right? And there are so many people on the internet who are like saying so many mean things about this girl. Her job was to skate and she skated really well and she got a really good score. It's not her fault. Maybe being born as a Russian might have something to do with it, but it's not like under her control, you know? So good for her. But there's no reason why she should be called all these names or why Russia as a nation should be condemned. I have Russian friends who have different opinions. Just because this one girl got scored so well by 1 or 2 people up there doesn't mean that the whole nation was behind it. It wasn't like American Idol and they're calling numbers to be like, oh yeah, she skated so much better. No, it wasn't like that. So I feel bad for her in a way because she did the best she could do, and a vast majority of the figure skating world is not very good to her right now. And, you know, honestly, it hurts me to see so many people from my home country, Korea, being extremely negative and saying that, you know, she was like a firefly with those flags behind her back. It was probably not her choice to wear those, you know, flags behind her and wear that neon color. It was probably controlled by some other people. In some way, she's being a sacrificial lamb. And I think we can manage to be a little nicer to her. We can be angry about the judges. We can be angry about the inflated scores. And we can be angry about the system, the whole anonymous shindig. But we can't be angry at a whole nation or their people or a representative from that country. Yes, it's poor sportsmanship, but what are you gonna do? It's a flawed system. Now moving on to Yuna Kim. I think her skating was flawless. And I know she's had this foot injury, but she still, you know, toed all those toe jumps with her right foot. Like, how? And I love the fact that she responded so gracefully when she was asked about this judging. And she said, you know, like, I did the best I could and I can't say anything about what the judges say. I think that was the best answer that anybody could have given. as soon as the scores came out, like, you could see the look on her face. Like, that was just so beautiful, and I'm so proud to be Korean, and I am so proud that she is representing the sportsmanship of South Korea. I mean, this is really bad for me to say, but like in some ways I am happy this whole shenanigans happened, because more people are learning about who this amazing sportsman artist Yoona Kim is. Yeah, I think her actions really spoke for themselves. We don't really need the judges. Like, we've seen it, we've experienced it by watching the videos on our own, and we felt something. So thank you, Yoona, and it's getting really dark. I'm losing light, so and my hair's looking purplish. I kind of like it. Yeah. Let's be nice to each other. And when you post something not very nice online, think twice before you say it, because not only does it make you look silly, but it also can make your country or your sport or the things that your online personality represents can look bad. So yeah, that's all I have to say, and thank you for watching.